Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the board, welcome everyone this evening. As board president of Delsea Regional High School District Board of Education, I'm here to certify that all provisions of the Open Public Meeting Law, PL 1975, Chapter 231 has been met. Notice of the meeting was mailed to South Jersey Times, the Sentinel, and the Daily Journal, as well as the municipal clerks, Elk and Frank. Mr. Lightfoot, would you lead us in the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Attendance roll call. Mrs. Doherty.
Here.
Mr. Pizzarillo.
Here.
Mr. Borelli.
Here.
Mr. Lightfoot.
Here.
Mr. Dempsey.
Here.
Mr. DiMatteo.
Here.
Mrs. Gaglione.
Here.
Mrs. Beck.
Here.
And myself. Okay, we have presentations this evening.
We do. Presentation. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Have a special friend who's here to do a presentation. This is Lieutenant Colonel retired Eric Lowy. He is in charge of what is known as the United States Military Academy Field Force, which is an organization of retired West Point graduates who basically are in the area looking for that next generation of leaders to attend the United States Military Academy. Since I've been here, he has personally assisted Carissa Swanson, Jake Nwosu, Andrew Littlehales, and I'm hoping Serafina Cavagnaro to get into the United States Military Academy here next year or the year after. I've known Eric since 1998. We served when I was on active duty as an advisor at Fort Dix. We also served together in 2003, supporting mobilization of units going to Iraq and Afghanistan out of Fort Dix and all over the East Coast. In his capacity as the Field Force Commander for South Jersey, he's here to basically give a thank you and a presentation. Mr. Ciciola, could you come forward, please?
Thanks, Al.
Yes, sir.
So I just wanted just a quick background, too, in addition to what Al just said. So in my role with helping the Congressional District 2 applicants to West Point go through the process, and the application process is a year-long thing. One of the things that is required for every applicant is that they have to complete a physical fitness test, and it's not the typical Army physical fitness test. It's called the Candidate Fitness Assessment. Whatever academy they're going to, it's the same test. So, when applicants are applying to more than one academy, they only have to take the test once. So that's nice. But anyway, the test consists of 6 events, and it requires a gymnasium and a track, in order to get the test done. So about 10 years ago, roughly, one of the Delsea applicants to West Point was working, I was working with that applicant, and they mentioned to Colonel Flood that, Colonel Lowy's my field force rep for my West Point application, and he said, Colonel Lowy, I know him. So the nice thing was, we set up to do the candidate fitness assessment here at Delsea for the Delsea applicant, as well as inviting a couple others from other schools. And at that point is when I asked Colonel Flood if it would be possible for Delsea to be a sponsor location going forward, whether or not we had applicants from Delsea that year or not, for me to be able to give the candidate fitness test here, for the applicants. So the nice thing was that, Al talked to the staff and the principal and the other folks that needed to be, consulted on that, and everybody was nice enough and gracious enough to agree that we can do that. So for the last 10 years, we've been conducting the test, and not only did Colonel Flood help set that up, but he also helps me run it as well. So I appreciate that very much. And one of the things was that when the director of admissions at West Point found out that, and the director's name is Colonel Lee right now, but when he found out that we have Delsea as a sponsor school for the CFA, he had this certificate of appreciation written up, and I took care of framing it and all that. So I'd like to, well, I don't need the glasses, the font is big enough. So let me just read this. So this is United States Military Academy, West Point, Directorate of Admissions, Certificate of Appreciation. This certificate of appreciation is presented to the staff of Delsea Regional High School for your long-standing support to the United States Military Academy Admissions Directorate by allowing our admissions field force representative, Lieutenant Colonel retired Eric Lowy, to use your gym and track facilities annually to conduct the candidate fitness assessment for applicants to West Point and to the other service academies. This important admissions requirement is a critical component in getting applicants qualified for entrance into West Point, and we are very grateful for your continued support to our mission of educating, training, and inspiring the next generation of leaders for the Army and the nation. Signed, Rance A. Lee, Colonel, U.S. Army, Director of Admissions. Thank you very much.
Thank you. One last thing before we depart. I also want to make sure you understand, not only does Eric do this, but Eric is also my point of contact for American Legion Auxiliary Girls State. And every year since we've had a relationship, we've sent at least one female cadet to American Legion Girls State, and it is an awesome experience, and I thank you for doing that for us and for my students, our students. Thank you for your support, because if it wasn't for you, we couldn't do this. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Al.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Can I have a motion to accept the minutes of our regular meeting, last regular meeting? Second. We have a second. Any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
I have an abstention.
I have one abstention. Need a motion for approval of the executive session for our last meeting, 3/25/25. Second.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Abstentions?
Yes.
Motion carried. Okay, we have a motion for a special meeting session, March 19th, 2025. Have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstention?
Abstain.
One abstention. Motion carried. Do you have any communications this evening? No. Any citizens to be heard at this time? We'll move on to committee reports. Mrs. Gagliano.
Okay. All hiring is pending completion of required state paperwork. I make a motion to approve the following teaching staff hire for the 2025-2026 school year as listed.
Second. Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
I make a motion to approve the following non-teaching staff hires for the 2024-25 school year as listed.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
I make a motion to approve following leaves of absence as listed.
We have a first and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
I make a motion to approve the following terminations and resignations as listed.
We have a first and a second. Any questions on the motion? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
I make a motion to approve the creation of the following high school clubs with their volunteer advisors as listed.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
I make a motion to approve Tara Curran as the nurse for the summer 2025 shape, ESY, and summer school at a previously approved rate, funded through Title I.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
I make a motion to approve Danielle Cohen as a substitute credit completion proctor for the 2024-25 school year at a previously approved rate.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
I make a motion to approve the following positions funded through the Artificial Intelligence Innovation in Education Competitive Grant as listed.
We have first and a second. The roll call vote. Barbara Doherty.
Yes.
Mr. Picciarello.
Yes.
Mr. Borelli.
Yes.
Mr. Lightfoot.
Yes.
Mr. Dempsey.
Yes.
Mr. DiMatteo.
Yes.
Mrs. Gaglione.
Yes.
Mrs. Beck.
Yes.
And chair votes yes. Motion
Mr.
carried.
President, before we go to committee, can I just offer a thought?
Sure.
This is quite an accomplishment for the district to have this grant. And as Dr. Fitzpatrick and the rest of the staff move through this process, it would be really nice to hear the progress, the innovative, new, challenging instructional things that will be going on with AI in the district. I think it would be nice to share with the board. Please.
Appreciate your comments, Mr. Thanks for your report. Budget and Finance, Mr. Picciarello.
Make a motion to approve the board secretary's report in accordance with state statute for the month of February. The secretary certified that no line item account has been overexpended by violation of state statute, that there's sufficient funds available to meet the district financial obligations for the remainder of the fiscal year.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Make a motion to approve the treasury report with according to state statute for the month of February 2025. The treasury report and secretary's report are in agreement for the month of February 2025.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Make a motion to approve in accordance with state statute the certification of the board secretary that all no changes in anticipated revenue amounts or sources.
We have a first and second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Make a motion to approve the Board of Education certification, the state statute that we certify after review of the Secretary's monthly financial report and upon consultation with appropriate district officials that, as to our knowledge, no major account funds have been overexpended in violation of the state statute. There are sufficient funds available to meet the district financial obligations for the remainder of the fiscal year.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Make a motion to approve the reported transfers for February 2025.
We have a first and a second. Roll call. Mrs. Doherty.
Yes.
Mr. Picciarello.
Yes.
Mr. Borelli.
Yes.
Mr. Lightfoot.
Yes.
Mr. Dempsey.
Yes.
Mr. DiMatteo. Mrs. Gaglione.
Yes.
Mrs. Beck.
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Motion carried.
Make a motion to approve the following bill list as listed.
You have a first and a second. Roll call. Mrs. Doherty.
Yes.
Mr. Picciarello.
Yes.
Mr. Borelli.
Yes.
Mr. Lightfoot.
Yes.
Mr. Dempsey.
Yes.
Mr. DiMatteo.
Yes.
Mrs. Gaglione.
Yes.
Mrs. Beck.
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Motion carried. Thanks for your report. Education, Mr. Borelli.
Thank you, Mr. President. I make a motion to approve the following clinics, workshops as listed.
We have a motion and a second. Roll call vote. Mrs. Doherty.
Yes.
Mr. Picciarello.
Yes.
Mr. Borelli.
Yes.
Mr. Lightfoot.
Yes.
Mr. Dempsey.
Yes.
Mr. DiMatteo.
Yes.
Mrs. Gaglione.
Yes.
Mrs. Beck.
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Motion carried.
I make a motion to approve the following Rowan University students for clinical placement as listed.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
I make a motion to approve the following graduate coursework as listed.
We have a first and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
I make a motion to acknowledge receipt and acceptance of the 23-24 Delsea Regional School District, New Jersey Quality Single Accountability Continuum, NJ CUSAC results.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
I make a motion to approve submission of the 24-25 Delsea Regional School District's New Jersey's Quality Single Accountability Continuum, NJ CUSAC District Improvement Plan for the area of instruction and improvement.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you
That
for your
concludes my
report.
report.
Thank you, Mr. Brewer. Policy, Mrs. Doherty.
I make a motion to approve on first reading the following policies as listed. Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
That concludes my report.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Doherty. Athletic activities, Mr. Lightfoot.
I make a motion to approve the following athletic positions for the 2024-25 school year as listed.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
I make a motion to approve the football players to attend the spring football game at Rutgers University on April 26, 2025, with Coach Jason Volpe.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you for your report. Building and grounds, Mr. DiMatteo.
Make a motion to approve the following facility request as listed.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you for your report.
Thank you.
Cafeteria, Mrs. Beck.
I make a motion to approve the following cafeteria report for 2025 as listed.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you. Transportation, Mr. Dempsey.
I make a motion to approve the following 24-25 transportation jointures as listed.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Make a motion to approve the interlocal agreement for transportation services between the Clearview Regional Board of Education and the Delsea Regional Board of Education for the 25-26 school year.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you for your report. Superintendent's report. All right, Cecile.
Recommend the board approve the following special education tuition student placements as listed.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Roll call vote. Mrs. Doherty.
Yes.
Mr. Piccirillo.
Yes.
Mr. Borelli.
Yes.
Mr. Lightfoot.
Yes.
Mr. Dempsey.
Yes.
Mr. DiMatteo.
See.
Mrs. Gaglione.
Yes.
Mrs. Beck.
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Motion carried.
Recommend the board approve the following field trips in accordance with our fee schedule and educational significance as listed.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Recommend the board approve the February 2025 high school, middle school HIP report as presented last month.
We have a first and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Recommend the board acknowledge the receipt of the March 2025 high school, middle school HIP report as presented.
Second.
First and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
For the information of the board, Jessica Strang announced the birth of her son, Reed Mark Strang. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Lovely little Crusaders coming on.
There you go.
And the district reports are there for your review.
And Ms. Gibbs is not here. Mrs. Beck, anything on the legislative update?
Nothing that sticks out, we all get the emails and stuff, so.
Okay, thank you. School business administrators report.
Recommend the board approve the appropriation of capital reserve monies in the amount of $660,763 to complete the funding of the field house.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
National Police Fire Report.
Thank you, Mr. Collins. Any old business to come before the board?
So we had the JRTC military ball about 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
For those of us that attended, it was a great night. It was nice to see all the students participating. They changed their set up who's going to be leading next year. Just it was a good night.
It was good. I had the pleasure of attending too. What stood out to me was the leaders that are coming in next year had to go through a board, and the board selected them of their own peers. They didn't know that I think there were like 6 of them that went before the boards, and 3 of them moved up that weren't aware until that night. And just to see the excitement and dedication on their face was amazing. It was a really great night.
I mean, it's emotional. You see them on the edge of their seat as they're waiting for the name to be announced, who the next executive officer is, and who's going to be the battalion commander. And it's great to see. The one guy, he was off the ground.
Yeah.
He was 6 feet off the ground when he jumped up.
Yeah, it was exciting. It was a good night. Anything under new business coming before the board? Okay, any citizens have you heard? No? Okay, we have an executive session we need to go into. Can I have a motion to go into executive session?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you.
A couple minutes.
Yeah, take a couple minutes break.
Make a motion.
Ready?
Make a motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Meeting adjourned.